What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. So, I think with the loss yesterday, one of the hottest topics right now, one of the hottest things that's being trending right now is the Dallas Cowboys need to trade or release Dak Prescott. Well, let's talk about both of those very quickly. If you release Dak Prescott, you're going to have to eat, which is called dead money, $89.9 or $89.6 million. So basically, you will pay him close to $90 million to be not your quarterback, and that would go against your cap. So that means you would have $98 million less next year to sign players that you currently want to add on your team. Plus, you wouldn't have a quarterback under contract because Cooper Rush is currently a free agent. Also, why? Because the season's over. Could you trade him? Yeah, you could trade him if you could find a team that would want to take on the contract. I'm pretty sure you could. But even if you were to trade him and a team was to take on his contract, you would still be required to take on $58 million of Dak Prescott's contract. So instead of paying $89 million to release him, just to trade him, you would still have to eat almost 50 something million. So in common layman sense, it makes no sense. Also, something very important to let you know, Dak Prescott has what's called a no trades clause in his contract, meaning that the Dallas Cowboys cannot trade him without his approval. So why would Dak voluntarily, after he basically held out, that was one of the keys in his contract negotiation, why he held out. If he held out to get that, why would he not execute and use that in a time like that? Like, why would Dak want to get traded? You know what I'm saying? I think he would be totally out on that. So, one, it's very, very costly to move around with Dak. And then two, anything that happens with Dak is basically outside of releasing him is going to have to be with his permission. So, it's not going to happen. So, I'll tell you what needs to happen with Dak. You need to get a better voice in his ear. Obviously, the voice in his ear, as in the offensive coordinator, it's not working. It didn't work. And I'm going to be honest with you. You guys got to remember, Kellen Moore came from the Scott Linehan tree. Scott Linehan was our offensive coordinator, 3 years? We've running the same type of offense basically for like the last 6-7 years. So it's like you could literally watch a film on the Cowboys from 2016, and it would probably be damn near prevalent today outside of the names being differently on the jersey, because we basically have had the same offensive coordinator back to back, because Scott Linehan, who was the offensive coordinator in Detroit when Kellen Moore was a quarterback in the NFL, brought Kellen Moore to Dallas as a backup for the Dallas Cowboys when he came to be our offensive coordinator. So it just makes sense. You need to get a different voice. Our terminology, everything needs to change. You know what I'm saying? Everything needs to change. And financially, it's easier to fire the manager than it is to go in and fire 15 employees. So, in my opinion, the Dallas Cowboys, if you want to improve Dak, best thing you can do right now is get a better voice in his ear. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because it starts up.